Hi students, I want to give you a quick overview of your Google Classroom. Some of you are more familiar with Google Classroom than others. So here I am inside my example Google Classroom, and this is what it looks like for you when you sign in. And you got a couple different things. If your teachers have set due dates for anything, they're going to be over here on the left where it says upcoming, and it'll have the different things that are due, and it'll have a link right to them. So you'll know exactly what you need to complete. And if there's a lot of things, you might need to select view all. Up at the top, you are always on your stream. You can think of your stream as a dashboard. Everything that's being posted, whether it's comments or assignments, are always going to be here. But if you want to cut straight to your classwork, you can come up here and just click on classwork. This will show you everything that's been assigned to you and makes it a little bit easier. If there's a due date, it'll say there's a due date. When you select three little buttons, you can copy it, but you don't really need to do that so much. And of course, people will show you everybody who's in this class with you. So now when you're here on the stream and you post a comment, if you share something with your class, everyone's going to be able to see that. Your teacher can, moderate those comments as well. When you're trying to do an assignment, though, I want to show you a couple of things. So this first one, example number 1, we're going to select it. When you come up here, there's a few different things. One, it'll have the directions. So please view the document and answer all the questions. If there's points assigned, it'll be up here. And then it says class comments. When you make a comment here, everybody can see these comments. So everybody in your class, anybody who's in this classroom will see these comments. If you want to type a private comment, which means it's only going to go to your teacher, you're going to come over to the right-hand side where it says private comment. So I already did one as example. These are just examples. And up here is your actual assignment. And it's usually a Google Doc or a Google slide, something like that. So when you want to check out what the assignment is, you're going to select it. And you can start working. So like I said, this is just a silly example I made just to help you see what it and what it might look like. Now, when you're in here, everything you add is something that your teacher is going to be able to see. And if your teacher has comments for you, they're also going to appear here. So I already did some comments just so you can see an example. So I'm going to get rid of this so we could blow it up a little more. So here is just this quick example. So if as a teacher, they left you a comment on your work, you're going to see the part that they left you and it's going to be highlighted. And then you'll see the comment for it over here. So I just wrote great job. And in case you didn't know, I'm also playing the part of the student and I'm the one who has been typing all of these comments. So you can reply back to your teacher just by clicking on the comment and a reply button will come up. You can reply back to those comments and your teachers will see what you had to say. So if they gave you some feedback, they asked you to make a change and you don't understand it, just click on the comment and type in right here and you'll be able to reply right to your teacher. Now, hitting resolve will actually get rid of this discussion. It'll kind of hide it. So if you have lots of comments, a few different things that you want to fix, as you do fix them, you could hit resolve. By hitting resolve, it's just going to kind of make it disappear so that it's getting out of your way. It's just a way for you to be able to kind of manage those comments and make sure that they don't look really messy. Over here is another extra sidebar. And if you follow this down, there's another arrow for you to expand that side panel. So if you want to get rid of things so you can everything be cleaned up, you can do that. Or you could come right back here and open it up again. Over here are tasks, things you want to keep, adding things to your calendar. So you can always play around with stuff. You can always undo anything that you've done. You can delete or change things, but you can use tasks to help you keep track of things that you might need to do. So this is one thing you can do. Now, when you're completely done with your assignment, one thing you can do is select this button up at the top that says Turn In. Once you turn in your assignment, you're not going to be able to work on it again. You're essentially telling your teacher that you're all done for now. Your teacher could come back and say, I want you to work on this or that. They can give you extra comments and they can actually return it to you. When they return it to you, it'll open back up and you'll be able to make changes again. But if you think you're done with something, you can hit this turn in button. If I go back to my classroom, and Google always opens a new tab. So when I open up this document assignment, it opens a new tab. I can come back here to that original page. you had a turn in button here as well. So if you weren't inside your document, but you thought you were done with it, you can hit turn it in. And again, you can add these private comments here. These will pop up on your teacher's view. Your teacher will see this on the document and they'll be able to respond to you. And this will only go to the teacher. So teacher only, whole class. This is just a little quick overview of some of your Google Classroom features. I'm going to show you one more thing. Example number 2. This one is a Google form, and this is just an example. And again, it says that it hasn't been turned in yet. So you could select this and open up the Google form. And a Google form is pretty simple. You'll just go along and answer whatever questions there are. You'll put in whatever, whatever you need to put in to answer the questions. You'll see that anything with a red star means it's not going to let you submit this until you actually complete the question. Even if you don't know the answer, you're going to have to make a guess. When you're done with the Google form, all you do is hit submit. Once you hit submit, that's it. Your teacher will be able to see your answer. Sometimes you can add another response. Just know that once you've submitted something, you can't always get it back. You might not be able to make any changes. It depends on what settings your teacher has used. I'm going to go back here again, and I can take a look at this. If you see your 3 buttons, you can edit, delete, any of those types of things if you needed to. I'm just going to click back on Classroom, and you'll go back to your stream. You'll be able to, again, see all the different things that you have. This is a really just a simple example of your work. And you always use this one. You'll be able to actually use your back button and submit a new one. But again, that's just if your teacher said it that way. So once you're done, again, even if it's a form, you could hit turn in, and that way your teacher will know that it's done. If you have questions about your Google Classroom or how to do certain things, you can always email me, Mrs. Wojtowicz, or you could email your classroom teacher. We're here to help you. And for some of you, we know this is really new and might be just take a little time to get used to, but we're here to help you. So don't be afraid to reach out to us.